beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Aztecs headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Handoff to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. Martin will throw it. He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the Aztecs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Mitchell. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Has it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, San Diego State! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Martin back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You've heard the term, he throws a catchable ball. That one did not meet that definition.
That would be more of a wearable ball, wouldn't it? That would just, if it hits you, you're going to wear it. It had so much steam on it. But, yeah, knowing the difference of when to take something off of it and use a little bit of that touch that you work on every day as quarterbacks.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Just feeds the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Martin will throw it. That's caught. It's Freeman.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Looking downfield on first down. Whips it out in the flat. Tripped up for the tackle. Fresno State right back to the line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Using the quick game. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Martin back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Mitchell. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They're dealing with a second and long. Rides to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw on third down. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He lets it fly. Leaping grab for a big gain. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Martin back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 3 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory caps off an 8-4 regular season, and you'd have to think an invitation.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the 3rd quarter.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aztecs. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Wide open downfield. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
It's complete to the right. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
His pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A spectacular one-hand grab.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Going to the run. It's Washington. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
Not a chance. missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Running behind that left side. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Napier. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down. And how about the quarterback there? Buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. And they've got the defense on their heels.
The sure hands. It's Mitchell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Aztecs in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they can...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Martin back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. With the catch, it's Freeman. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw again. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. But good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll leave it with him. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Saunders. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Finds his man. It's low. At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Martin will throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Smashes through the tackle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to him. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.